Man, I didn't even have a
Mhm.
slide. Shout out to the
Okay.
Mailroom Nation. Shout out to the Mailroom Goals. I am Professor Billy Mail, the Hood Postman. We got a special guest. We got a author in the house, a best-selling author, Nathaniel Artillery Snipes is in the house. Shout out to Marlena
Mhm.
Williams, Postmaster General in the house.
In
What's
the
going on
building.
with your nephew?
Hey man, staying working, man. Sitting here working, man. I already know how that go.
Right. Man, so man, let's get into it, man. You best-selling author, rapper, movie, community activist, Black Panther. Man, where do we start? You got so much
Hey,
going on.
got a lot going on. Politics, law. Health and nutrition. We doing it all, man.
Yeah,
We
you
doing
you
it
pretty
all.
much you pretty much cover it all, bro. You ain't limited at all when it comes to that. And because I like your take on the law. You know what I mean? Just today, Governor Gavin Newsom signed a bill for California preventing prosecution for going after rappers who may have explicit lyrics, or the lyrics may appear to be real, but we all know that they just lyrics. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You can,
exactly.
why these
Yeah.
people is going, it just it amazed me, man. And you had a perspective on that. Let's hear your perspective on that. What is your take on that?
Well, you already know when it comes to the law, man. It's black and white. Like they say, ignorance is no excuse for the law. You know what I'm saying? So it's like my whole thing on artists being, you know what I'm saying, for them even like, leaning towards that direction in a way, you know what I'm saying? It's like in law, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta take an oath. You know what I'm saying? First of all, you have to take an oath, you know what I'm saying, before it can be even held accountable in the court of law. So how
Uh-huh.
could you take something, you know what I'm saying, that's, considered quote unquote entertainment? You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know if it's a fabricated situation, you don't know if it's just their creativity to make it sound good. You get what I'm saying? Like you don't know the depth of that literature. You don't know the depth. So for you to even go and you know what I'm saying, dive into that to try to
Oh,
prosecute them, I
right.
this me personally, I just say that's, you know what I'm saying, that's fraudulent. You know what I'm saying? I think that's egregious. That's
Very
egregious.
egregious. Because even when
Yeah,
you write books, right, there are
exactly.
categories. There's fiction, nonfiction, biography, autobiography. There's categories in which you write the books, and it depends on what category you put in is what people usually gauge the book by. Am I correct?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like you say, you got nonfiction. It's categorized. You get what I'm saying? But the law isn't. The law is black and white. You understand what I'm saying? So if you're going, like I say, if you're going to try to prosecute somebody on the law, it got to be held to legal standards. You know what I'm saying? And you can't testify. You know what I'm saying? And be held credible if you ain't. First of all, you got to swear me in. First of all, you got to swear me in that what I'm saying is truthful. You know what I'm saying? First of all, you got to find out if it's
I ain't
truthful or not.
never. You're right, because I ain't never seen nobody take the stand and they get sworn in first.
Exactly. You got to take the stand. So you know what I'm saying, and that's what you prosecuting everything that come out their mouth. You saying I'm swearing that everything that y'all hearing that I'm finna profess that that's coming out of my mouth that y'all finna the stenographer finna type up that's gonna be credible for my possible appeal if it goes the opposite way. You know what I'm saying, that it got to be sworn to. You know what I'm saying, it got to be sworn to that it's true. You know what I'm saying, and not and not like you say no perjury. You know what I'm saying, it's not it's not false. You know what I'm
So
saying?
being
That's what.
being that Gavin Newsom is the first to take that step, he set the precedent. Do you think other governors should follow?
Of course. I mean, to me, I just feel like you say it's the United States. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm feeling like everything got to be consistent. You know what I'm saying? Everything got to be consistent with federal law. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? This federal, it got to be consistent with federal law and the standards of federal procedures. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? So if I'm finna hold you accountable for what's coming out your mouth, whether it's a sound recording, whether it's in a movie, that's just like you saying you finna prosecute on a Schwarzenegger for, you know what I'm saying, for saying he finna go over here and kill woo, woo, or you know what I'm saying in the movie. It's just like you. That's basically what you're saying, or we're just gonna prosecute the writer of the film.
Right. Yeah, because what would separate that? You know what I mean? It's
It's
the same thing.
it's the same thing.
So,
It's the
what's your
same
thoughts
thing.
on the Young Thug and Gunner down there in Georgia? I mean, because I think it was overreaching. First of all, uh, I think it was the first of its kind for them to initiate a RICO. Not saying that they don't have a state RICO, but we never seen it go that far.
Exactly, exactly. I mean, what my take on it is, you know, I mean, if you got evidence, anything outside of, like you say, the lyrics, that's another, you know, those are legal standards. You know what I'm saying? So that's something we can't debate. You know what I'm saying? That's, you know, we can't refute that. But if you finna go outside that realm of what you got, you know what I'm saying, of the evidence, potential evidence that you got outside of the sound recordings, you know, I mean, but if you know what I'm saying, like that just don't, you know, that's baffling to me. You know what I'm saying? That's just baffling to me. You know, they even using it in YNW Melly. Boosie said they tried to use it in the courtroom with him.
Uh
You know what
huh.
I'm saying? And Boosie got, you know, they had him on death row. They tried to use it against Boosie. You know, and my whole thing is that I feel like, you know what I'm saying, the elders, like they got these platforms, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Melvin Farmer, Kevin Mag, you know, all these people that's, you know, the elders in a way. I feel like they should be the ones really raising their voice, like, bro, y'all really, you know what I'm saying? That's now y'all getting out of hand, you know what I'm saying? And boycott outside the courtroom. You know what I'm saying? If you prosecute one of our little brothers, little nephews, we finna go up to that courtroom and say, you know what I'm saying, and bring attention to this. And then, like you say, and bring these facts. Like how y'all gonna try to use this, you know, like I say, outside of the evidence that y'all got, outside of the sound recording that y'all trying to use. How y'all finna use this man words against him if y'all ain't prosecuting the writers of films? If you
So
can't,
what? Let me ask you a question. What got you interested in becoming part of the Black Panther? It's the new Black Panther Party, right? Am I correct? Or
nah, nah. See, we just, you know, like I say, see, we the first southern city, we the first southern city in the South. You know, the biggest region. You know what I'm
uh,
saying? So when they came from California, when Hewitt, Bobby Seale just left. Much love to Bobby Seale. Much love to all the ones that passed, and you know what I'm saying, and much love to the ones that continue to do it and try to expand it into, like you say, the new African Black Panther. That what Tupac was about. You know what I'm saying? That's about to expand into that realm right there. But it's just our bloodline. We just still pushing the same, you know what I'm saying, the same agenda. You know, whether it's
10 point,
huh?
the 10 point program. You still following the 10 point program?
Yeah, we still follow the 10 and plus some, you know, and some amendments. You know, being that it's nearly 40. You know, we started in 1969. We was established in '69. You know,
Uh-huh.
so you know, and amendments too. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like right, like it ain't like we have it's not like we have a legitimate type of like organization. We still have people that are like formally, you know, they still got the form, they got the formally back. I'm like, man, nah, bro. We still, nah, we still, nah, it ain't no
We standing
formal.
right here. We outside.
We outside, though. You know what I'm saying? We outside, man. You know, that's where we get the humanitarian award. You know what I'm saying? Like we products of that. You know, the Black Panther is producing that now. You know what I'm saying? Humanitarian awards, county commissioner awards. See what I'm saying?
You
Recording artists.
actually a recipient of a humanitarian award, right?
Exactly, exactly. I'm the
Talk
first
to
hip
us
hop.
about that.
Well, I'm the first hip hop artist to be awarded. You know, I got awarded in 2014. You know what I'm saying? The second one I ever heard of was Nipsey Hussle. Rest in peace to Nipsey. He got awarded, but at his funeral though, and he got it. That was 2019. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, if it ain't no light shed on it, you know, it'll appear that Nipsey was the first. But I'm the first. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, I still got the trophy. You know what I'm saying? I got my trophy and everything, man. Hold on. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Yeah,
We got the trophy, man. See what I'm
that
saying?
is facts. Facts.
2014, man. This what we doing. This is the product of, like I say, the Black Panther. So it ain't no formally back. Nah, man. We the babies of those. You know what I'm saying? We the babies. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man. I appreciate that, man. So, how was the things going down in North Carolina? You in Charlotte, right?
Nah, I'm in Winston Salem. You know what I'm saying?
Winston
Winston Salem.
Salem.
Yeah, this the first Southern chapter of the Black Panther Party, man. So you know we got a lot of black prominence here. You know, the first we got the Winston-Salem State. You know, Farrakhan went to Winston-Salem State. You know what
Uh-huh.
I'm saying? You know, we got, and that started like
It's a
1890.
HBCU.
Yeah, yeah, 1890. It started like 1890 something. You know what I'm saying? But the 1890s, the first public black-owned public transportation. This is like during the like before Rosa Parks. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's before Rosa Parks. They was already doing it. We already here in Winston-Salem started our own private bus
Yeah,
called the
I have
The
heard many
Sigma.
times that Rosa Parks wasn't the first one that sat on the bus. You know what I mean? They didn't want to
Nah,
give up her seat. Yeah.
yeah, we said forget it. You know, forget. All right, y'all can have it. We'll just start our own. You know what I'm saying? Much love to Durham, North Carolina. You know, that's another black cornerstone. You know, like Black Wall Street cornerstone as well too. You know what I'm saying? In regards to like insurance and banking. You know what I'm saying?
From your perspective, how black people should be moving? I mean, in regards to, because we kind of spread it all over the United States. It's just my opinion. I think we could be much stronger if we was like central. Like, and we just like pick 4 or 5 states and all black people just could, you know what I mean, control. I don't know where it's gonna be at, how, but I just think just what I believe. I think we could be more effective.
I mean, you said more concentrated. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I mean, that's cool, but I like it like how it is because like with the West Coast, to me, man, y'all the most aggressive of the blacks. You get what I'm saying? Y'all the most aggressive when it comes to socialism. See what I'm saying? When it comes to that type of, riding, like you say, the Black Panther, they walked in and Capitol with guns, just exercising rights though.
Right.
That's the difference. Exercising rights. See what I'm
Right.
saying? That all that come from the West Coast, man, and y'all the smallest percentage of blacks. So what y'all do is y'all encourage the other diverse groups. I just came from touring out there, and this is my first time meeting Tonjans and Samoans and all them different races. But with y'all small, what I'm saying, being out there, y'all help befriend them and what I'm saying, y'all learn they revolutionary tactics and behaviors and you know what I'm saying, and you get acclimated to that. And that's what helped spread that to the most concentrated areas, like what I'm saying, the South. That's the most concentrated of the blacks down here in the South, but we're not as revolutionary as the West Coast. We're not as revolutionary as the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? We
Oh,
got the majority
gotcha.
of the blacks. You get what I'm saying? We got the majority.
Gotcha.
See what I'm saying? So I
Yeah,
like it like that. You know what I'm
we've
saying?
been kind of known for kicking off some some movements and some civil unrest, or however you want to tag it. You know what I mean? We've been definitely in the forefront for that. You know,
Yeah. And that comes from, like I said, that comes from y'all diversity though. You know what I'm saying? Y'all around a lot of people that come from revolutionary backgrounds. See what I'm
uh,
saying? Down here it's still black and white, so it still got that slave residue. See what I'm saying? In regards to psychology, see what I'm saying? Psychological effects. We still got that slave mentality. See what I'm saying? And you'll see it when you come down south. I heard a lot of people say when they come down. Matter of fact, I was talking to Melvin Farmer. When they come down south, he was like, "Man, it was woo." I talked to this white girl. She was like, I on the West Coast. And she was like, I did not know. It was like, I went to go see my aunts them and we had like a family in Georgia. And I couldn't believe how 1800s it still felt like down. I'm like, and that's what it is. But y'all, that's where I salute and commend the West Coast, because y'all the smallest percentage. But to me, y'all the most impactful. You know what I'm saying? Y'all the most impactful, and a lot of people catch on to that. They doing gang banging and all that, and it's spread globally. It's spreading throughout the world. See what I'm
uh-huh,
saying? It's just
uh-huh.
that the direction of it is wrong. That's all it is. Once you get, cause they the kids of the pretty much it ain't nothing but the page after the Black Panthers. That's all that is. That's the page after the Black Panthers. After you done tore the leadership down, and now you got
Yeah,
these little young.
we need to get on code.
Yeah, that's all that is. You see what I'm saying? And that's what y'all trying to do now with the elders coming out. You, yourself, Kev Mack, Melvin Farmer, Ayatollah. So Ayatollah came to see, much love Ayatollah too, man. He came to see me perform when I came out here to West Covina, man. I had a performance out there. He pulled up on me, man.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to the Ayatollah, man, the
Yeah,
oldest pyro in the world.
yeah. Much love that I told you, man. For sure.
Yeah. So, in regards to because you've been having some legal battles too, also because you teach people how to protect their rights, right?
Yes, sir.
Give us an example of what some of the things you have to engage in and show people because I think a lot of people, you know what I mean, when it comes to the law, they don't really know that they have certain rights and if you don't speak, if you don't get it on the record, then you don't have an argument later on. Whatever you thinking, you have to get it on record,
Exactly.
and
You
then you
got
can fully address it when it's necessary.
yeah, you exactly. See down here. So I mean, see, I'm so far as that's for those who just tuning in, when Mr. Miller came on, he got the books. I just want fed. You know what I'm saying? That's what this book about, addressing how, what I'm saying, pretty much my federal trials. You know what I'm saying? I won both fed and state trials, and I defended myself. That's what people got to know. You know what I'm saying? So down here, it was just that I found out that a lot of attorneys aren't they don't have a certificate of good standards, which is your license to practice in the court of law. So they got a lot of people practicing, you know what I'm saying, without their requirements. So that's I'm pushing that. I got a arrested court campaign coming. I'm spearheading the campaign for Michael Doro, Mr. Michael Doro out there, bounty hunter.
Michael Duro,
Uh, yes, sir. I'm spirit. I'm in
bounty
contact
hunter.
with him. Yes, sir. Bounty hunter, Mr. Michael Doro, Mac Blast, Mark Candler up there in Oakland, Acorn Projects, Sharon the Worm, New York, Mac Ministers out of San Francisco. Suge Knight. Like you see how they did Suge Knight wouldn't let wouldn't let him talk to his. I was like, whoa, what in the world is these? You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I was talking to Michael Doro niece about. Like, yo, because he wanted me to come out there and come and speak in the prison. Michael Doro did. Like, come and, what I'm saying, pretty much come and game us on what you telling me, because I wrote him. And he had his niece contact me. She was like, yeah, he was interested. He wants you to come and speak at the prison, man. Woo, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? But it's so expensive to go back and forth. I'm coming 3,000 miles away. See what I'm saying? So, but that, my people come first. So I put chips aside for that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the most important to me. Because they really, they practice, the oath of office. Here, I got probable cause here in which when we get arrested for an accusation, we got 15 days to have a trial-like setting. No jury, no nothing. Just me, Mel Gibson say I shot him. Me and Mel will be in court because it's really to determine whether or not it's really like a preventive measure for wrongful accusal. So we determining the sufficiency of this accusation first of all, before we even waste any taxpayer money to bound it over to Superior Court for trial. We got a measure called a probable cause hearing. Some people preliminary hearing, ours is called, they got different names, you know how they do. So, but here I can say that, and me and Mr. Mel, we different gangs. I'm blue, he red, or he red, I'm blue. So I can be easily trying to just get him off the streets because
Uh-huh.
he's selling more dope to me, or I'm just jealous because he's messing with my wife or
Propaganda.
something. Thank you. So this probable cause hearing would be in which it allows me to bring my witnesses, Mr. Mill to bring his witnesses, and the judge listen to both our sides, call up your witnesses, whatever. Well, like I say, it's a trial like jury setting. So it ain't, I mean, a trial like setting. So it's like
It'll
no
be
jury,
propaganda. I think we
no
having
jury.
Wi-Fi issues.
It's coming through now.
Yeah, yeah, I got you.
All right, so it's a probable cause hearing. So they foregoing this hearing and just allowing Mr. Mayor to say Snipes did something to him. They come and arrest me, get me off my job, and just have me sitting in the county jail 2 and 3 and 4 years without a court date. So this is what they doing here. This is how I got them on probable cause hearing. I got them with child support, and which is a federal offense. Child support is housed up under the executive branch. It's 3 branches of government, legislative, judicial, and executive. So, and they say in the Constitution that they never cross duties. They can't never work each other duties. So the federal child support enforcement agency, they got a agreement to have a room inside the courtroom just a room to expedite this child support process. So when you go to court, you're supposed to be in there for child support anyway. When you go to court for child support, you're supposed to be in there amongst federal agents. But when you go here anyway, and I know it's pretty much
Lock and load.
90%. I know pretty
Let
much
me ask you a
90%.
question. Is it legal for them for the child support what is it child support agency to use the government as a collection agency?
Nah, see what it is. They can't. They use. I mean, I don't even agree with the child support anyway. Nobody telling somebody how to take care of their baby anyway. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? So, but being they got it established. Obviously, it was a bill written up, and us not being politically aware, we allowed that to slip through. We allowed it to slip through. So, being that it's established, okay, now we got to beat y'all at y'all own game. It's housed up under federal. So when we go to court, and we see that y'all got an agreement to have a room inside of these state courtrooms, that's it. They got an agreement, and they compensating them. They give them incentives to let us hold these rooms. But they say in there that it's not to be operated, you know what I'm saying, adjudicated by judicial officials. Like it's, this it's in the federal child support manual. Which furthermore shows that it's housed up under child support. I just came from, I mean, it's housed up under federal. I just came out of federal, just one federal. But when I'm in, and then when I'm in there, I got a black band. The judicial state people, they got blue bands. Shows jurisdiction. I go to this court, they go to this court. It shows a separation in jurisdiction. I'm in this holding tank, they in this holding tank. It shows a separation of jurisdiction. So that also holds in child support court. But when we go, they got state judges in here hearing these, I mean, like breaking the law, because it says in the manual that it's not supposed to be adjudicated by no state judges, no judicial officials, period. If you're part of the judicial, you can't, because the Constitution says that these three branches can never cross paths. They can never
Right.
exercise each other due. So I got them on child support, because they signing warrants to have you
Shout
arrested.
out to the band.
Yeah, they signing warrants to have city cops coming to arrest you under a child support warrant. So they arresting you for child support warrant, and it's not positive law. It's really like a civil situation. So how is you criminalizing me? You get what I'm saying? You arrested me, coercing me to come to court. If you don't come to court, we're gonna throw you in jail, and they locking you up. Like, they criminalize it. So I got them on child support, the probable cause hearing, and I got them on the fact, like I told you, they're not practicing with the attorneys not having their full requirements. They have their full requirement. They got like 30 different requirements that they have to be attorneys. So, and you got the right as a, you know what I'm saying, to request these. Let me make sure, let me make sure you're an attorney. Let me make sure you're a judge, just like we was driving a car. Can I get your identification? That's what we asking them. Can I get your identification? Yeah, you can get mine. Let me get yours too. And they can't provide it. So you're operating outside of the law, which kills your impunity. You can't even, now your impunity. You can't even be, now you can be prosecuted when you were protected, because you're operating outside. You know what I'm saying? The color of
Of the
law.
jurisdiction.
Yep.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: when your first Fed case, you had two Fed cases and a state case, right?
Now I just had one Fed case in which I found out it was for a broken gun, in which I got pulled over, beat up a police officer. You know what I'm saying? Woo. So they chased me in the woods. They found a gun that was broken in 3 places. You know what I'm saying? And they tried to charge, and the feds picked the case up. So when I was in, no bond on that. So when I'm in the county jail, I had the right to find out any ongoing investigation. So I had an ongoing drug investigation on me too. Had I got
Uh-huh.
caught with drugs, they would have been able to prosecute me for this drug, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't no drug or no gun. They tried to charge me with a gun they found in the wood. They were broken in 3 places. No DNA on it, you know what I'm saying? No fingerprint on it. I told I had to pretty much practically defend myself from Fed. You know what I'm saying? I had to get a toxicology report, had to make my lawyer subpoena the main witness, say I ain't see him with a gun. He tried to come to me and make it seem like, I said, man, subpoena her. What is you doing? Like they, just trying to real. Yeah, they tripping. I said, boy, man, tripping, man.
So when they subpoenaed her and she got on the stand, what was her statement?
Yeah, that she seen me getting pulled. She seen the altercation. You know, they playing it on the TV. They see, you see me beating them up. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean I have no gun. Like I said, I had a warrant for I had a little domestic violence. You know what I'm saying? A warrant for domestic violence or whatever it is. So I was like, I was like, shit. I'm just on the run for that shit. I ain't. That's why I did it. You know, why are you running then? Why? Because I had a warrant, nigga. That don't mean it's my gun.
Do
And
you
the
think it
DNA.
escalated because you was a Black Panther member? Member of the Black Panther Party?
Man, well, I'm gonna say, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much, like I say, that's our culture. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what we do anyway. We still got people out here with bullets on their name from the police, man. See what I'm
Uh,
saying? Yeah, they still got bullets, but they'll show you like, yeah, my name on this bullet. See what I'm saying? So like it's just in their culture to not like our kind anyway. You know what I'm saying? They see her coming, they see my baby mama coming out of a drug infested neighborhood in which we live at and born and raised in, but they see a nice car coming out and they go on their harassment tip. See what I'm saying? So I got this little warrant, you know what I'm saying, for domestic violence. And, I beat, just to get away, he grabbed me and I beat him up, got him out for me, got away, run into the woods, whatever, get arrested. That was it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just common practice here. That's, that Rodney
what
King,
was
George
what was
Floyd.
the what was it? What did that carry? Because they usually was it 5 to 40, 10 to life. They
Nah,
got
mine was, with firearm by felony is 1 to 10. You know
one
what
to
I'm saying?
ten.
That's how I feel. That's why Ti snitched, because he got caught with weapons of mass destruction. That started from 15 up. It ain't no way you finna get 12 months on no dang on no, and you a 7-time felon, 6-time felon. No, not in no fed. When I'm in there and I'm seeing mother get locked up 24 years for 2 ounces of coke, and I'm like, nah, T.I. rat. You know what I'm saying? Because over 12 months, it's considered a felony though. That's the lowest you can get for a felon over 12 months. That's the reason why he got that. But it was just telling in itself though. I already knew T.I. was a rat. I already knew he was a rat.
Wasn't no question. Wasn't no question about that, huh?
No question. No question. I already knew. They trying to get me 1 to 10, and they base it on now. That 1 to 10 is gonna be based on your points now. So mine came out to 51 to 80 something months. So I would
Uh
have been doing about 5 years, anywhere from 5 to 6.5, 7. Some shit. That would have been my range based on my points. Firearm by felons start off 0 to 10.
wow. Yeah, I kind of wondered about that situation with Ti because that was a lot of guns he got cracked with. You know what I mean? And for him to get some 12-month probation, because I've been to the feds and I know how they operate.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
And so I tell them, yeah, they still working with them, but hey, you ask for it, man. It's common sense. If you're from the streets and you done been in these trenches, you're gonna already know the dude. If it ain't you, it was the dude beside you that you done seen get burnt. No, and he only had 2 felonies. How you get 6 felonies and you brag about it in your music, get caught on a wiretap with all these guns? I'm talking about, and it ain't just, you know what I'm saying, 6 shots. It ain't no, man. It ain't no handgun. These is semi. These is, and they consider them weapons of mass destruction and fed. And that's a different bracket than my possession of firearm by felon. That start from
Right.
15 up.
Right.
That's 15 up. When you got them and silencers, oh no, oh no, oh no. You can hang that up.
That's interesting, man. So, what advice would you give Young Thug and Gunner at this point? Because they've been in there for a while. I mean, they won't grant them bail. I think Georgia is really just the color of their skin as they seeing first and foremost.
Well, they got them on wiretap. They said they got them on wiretap for 10 years. So it ain't no telling, what I'm saying, what type of incriminating evidence that they done recklessly on the phone. If for 10 years anyway. It ain't no telling. But the only advice I got for them is get the credentials. Let me see all identification, bro. The judge, clerk of court, the DA, and even their own attorney. You know what I'm saying? The bailiffs, everybody in that room. Let me get y'all proper identifications to make sure that y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all are who y'all say y'all are. That's the only thing right now that's really finna save a lot of dudes. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm talking about like I promise it's probably 90% of attorneys, and it might be higher than that. 90% of attorneys don't have the proper requirements to practice law in the court of law. I guarantee
And
you.
a lot of people don't know the bar association is really just a secret society.
Yeah, I mean, they the ones that give you and then you got board of examination. Like you got different exams to do while you in the bar. So let me see that evidence. I want to see the evidence of that examination that you passed it. I want to see your certificate of good standings, certificate of qualifications, certificate of registrations. So I want to see a copy of everything that's required of you to be an attorney. Judges got to be attorneys. You know what I'm saying? I want judge you too, man. My bad. Yeah, you too. Before we leave, let me get yours too, baby boy. And that's it. And that's it. This is the only thing that's really, what I'm saying, because I ain't really disputing,
Michelle,
you know.
this you right here, Michelle. I'm just go ahead, just do what you're doing. I'm just seeing a couple of people in there. Dominique,
Yeah,
this you, bro. Yeah,
yeah, man.
but go ahead.
Yipes Tha Fed Story, man. This is what I suggest to all my partners. I'm talking about white. I'm talking if you're incarcerated. I don't care who you are. You know what I'm saying? You can get your case overthrown off of, error and omission. You know what I'm saying? You can go in there and file, ask for your case to be dismissed based on error and omission. What's the error? My attorney, ineffective counsel. He provide me with enough. He didn't provide me with his proper requirements to show that he's authorized to practice in the court of law. And now you got to show it. That's it. Now you got to show it. Write an affidavit. It's on the affidavit, and he gonna have to challenge. He gonna have to refute that affidavit, the facts in that affidavit. That's it. I'm telling you, right? That's the only thing I can get. That's what I'm finna do. That's what I'm doing for Michael Doro, Suge Knight, Mac, all of those, for real. And ain't
That's what's
nobody,
up,
I want to
man.
say, but your voice gets smothered when people out here caught up in the distractions, man. Just like with the politics, they'll throw you off with all the distractions when it's time. Yeah, I'm sticking to the script. See what I'm
Do
saying?
you?
Law, health and nutrition, and politics. Them the only three. You can ask me
I
about.
made I made this correlation just the other day, right? During the April, right? Two things happened in the month of April. And it is not, to me, it's not coincidence. Some might look at it as coincidence, but when the pandemic hit and the clubhouse hit, they hit simultaneously in April.
Mm,
Simultaneously. Because I was sitting in the house, sitting in the house bored. You know what I'm saying? you
yeah,
know, and now I got this. Here's something that can hold my attention. And it's still right to this very day holding a lot of people's attention. People are spending 4 and 5 hours on this app, and it's not a queuing nothing, it's not accounting for nothing, it's not even building, it's not no source of income. It's just back and forth,
yeah, yeah,
back and forth.
yeah. A lot of bickering, a lot of bickering. That's all it
Yeah,
is. A lot of bickering. But it's just
yeah,
like you said, just so what people, you know what I'm saying. It just lets you know what people direction at. You know what I'm saying? They know they got a lot of people who really caught up in distractions. Like you say, you throw out the negative stuff, people, you get a million views. You say Professor Mill passed out goddamn on a million goddamn on coats for back to school, and then you won't get number two views. So it's evident. They see it and say, okay, since they caught up in distractions, we just flood with more distraction. That's all it is. But now
yeah.
it's up to us to be responsible and
Yeah, because
say,
it's interesting because I prove it all the time when I just go just 100% positive and just feeding the people information and giving them something of substance, something that they can actually apply to their everyday life and everyday activity, because we're being underestimated, undervalued, and marginalized in everyday activity, whether it's work, sports, entertainment, whatever you want to look at. You know what I mean?
yeah,
There's a systemic and institutional racism going on right in front of you. And a
yeah,
lot of times it's instituted, like you were saying, it's not Jim Crow anymore, it's Jim Crow Esquire. The attorneys there are making laws right in front of your eyes that directly impact and affect you individually and as a group.
yeah.
And our people they just so stuck in, just We got Whack 100, of course. You got
Yeah, man.
Charlton White. You know, don't get me wrong. I think both of those brothers can make points.
Great points. I like
Yeah,
both of them. I like
yeah.
both, man. But you know, it's just with Charles. See, I'm down. They call me the Charleston, North Carolina. But the difference between me and Charleston is he ain't from the ghetto. So his compassion for the poor is way less than mine. Way less than mine. See what I'm saying? His compassion for the poor. He be saying he be saying some real shit though, and he doing some real shit. That's what I'm confused by with a lot of people. Like everybody, what I'm saying, talking about helping the youth and their programs, but then you bickering with Charles when he doing the same thing. For I ain't tripping on his presentation. It's always about the action. You can like
Action and deeds. Action
it's
and
always
deeds.
it's all about your actions, man. Like they say, the girl tell you quit. You can tell me you love me, but you gotta show me. It's all about your action, not how what
Right.
you saying. So you can be up here saying fuck crip, fuck blood all day, all year. Your mama said. Your mama said don't go fuck with them badass boys. You ain't got they gonna cussing your mama out. You ain't cussing your grandma out. You ain't cussing your uncle out. You know what I'm saying? They saying that shit. I'm talking about 24/7. They ain't encouraging us to go be in gangs, and the gangs ain't bad. It's just that, like I said, just the wrong direction. Long when you get that implemented, that Black Panthers, that educational, political law, you know what I'm saying, the more, it's gonna be more conducive, then the gang gonna be way, way, way more productive. But I like the unification of it. I like the you touch me, yeah, you gotta answer to all us. I'm from the project. That's how we play. That's how we play. You mess
Right,
with me,
right,
you
right,
gotta mess with all of
right,
us.
right,
And
right,
and I
right, right.
like that. You see what I'm saying? That's the point that you like about the game. That's what they don't. That's why they trying to tear down the game. That's why they picking up 80 at a time, 60 at a time, because they don't want them motherfuckers to get to the point where now these niggas educated. Now their direction is more Black Panthers. You know what I'm saying? More Marcus Garvey, more Malcolm X's. They don't more Martin Luther Kingish, more Medgar Evers. They don't want them when they get to that because they already got the unification. They already see that them boys would die for each other. They know
Right,
that them boys would die for each other in a heartbeat.
right.
That's it. And they don't want that. That's what they don't like. Cause they see that they see that the gang ain't got the direction. And you know what I'm saying? And now you got the elders coming out and they abandoned. No, this ain't the time to abandon. Nah, we still crippin' nigga. But this how the fuck we going. You know what I'm saying? The little nigga gotta
Right.
get out of pocket. Yeah, you jeopardizing your family now. Like you just gotta make the dang on you just gotta make it more treacherous. Like if y'all get out of pocket, if it ain't got dang on if it ain't uh, uh, uh if it ain't if ain't nobody gave you the call to do it, man, it's over for you. That's how the game need to come now. That's how they gonna get the youngest.
Yeah,
If it
that's why
ain't
they
there,
keep the Abu Jamals and the the Toomey Shakur and the Larry Hoovers and the Jeff Forts and even the Doc Hollidays. They keep them dudes encapsulated, keep them in tune because they don't
yeah.
want whatever that strong unification that they capable of providing. They don't ever want that to come together. They don't want that to Voltron up and lock in. You know what I mean? They don't. You're right.
And that's sad though, because them the one niggas though. See what I'm saying? Now you go back till you cut the head off the body part. Nah, nigga, it's a million of us. All us Larry Hoover out. All us Mel Gibson out. You
Right.
can lock Mel up, but guess what? His goddamn on shit so powerful over here that you gonna be like, damn, that shit made it stronger, locking them up. You don't see no GDs out there, motherfucker, marching around that prison. You don't see them motherfucker goddamn on trailing the dang on CO. They gotta go home. Man, we on all that. Y'all finna let Uncle up out of there, period. Yeah, that's how we feel. Y'all finna let Uncle up out of there. Y'all gotta go home. You gotta go home, nigga. And we gonna put pressure on you. We putting pressure on niggas for stepping on our shoes. I'm putting pressure on Mel for coming to my hood in the wrong color. So I ain't gonna do it over them goddamn on over sentencing Mel. I ain't gonna do it for we paid 100,000 to this lawyer and he still got Mel a million years. No, I ain't gonna do it to this correction guard that's bringing guns in and knives in and chaining my niggas up the tables and allowing motherfuckers to come in and stab. No, nigga, that's why I say the direction. Nigga, we punishing it. Period. That's my word. We punishing shit. Whoever captive, whoever behind it. That's how we coming, man. We surrounding the jail. We can't, man. You got to go home, bro. That's my. I'm talking about martial law. We gonna bring martial law. Y'all gonna have to bring the tanks out, and then you ain't got enough
Right.
people because now they fighting against their own people. You see what I'm saying? Now it's me, this military dude coming to Chicago for military because these boys up here on their shit, and now I see my nephew out there. Man, I'm putting my gun down. Man, I'm not gonna shoot my nephew. Yeah, you got that. You got me fucked up now. Nah, I ain't gonna shoot my nephew though. Nah, you got now. Now it's a, now it's a conflict. See what I'm saying? Now it's a conflict. Now Carolina doing it. Oh, they doing what the what the boys in Chicago doing? What the boys in LA doing? They got the military out there in LA. Okay, then we beef it up in Carolina. Then we beef it up in Carolina. We the majority in prison. Shit, we hold everybody in this motherfucker hostage. We hold everybody, and it be nationwide. All the prisons in Texas, all the prisons, man, it's just nationwide. Man, all y'all ain't going. Nobody going nowhere. Ain't nobody going nowhere, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's all about direction, man. We ain't got the direction. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be Jeff Ford and Larry Hoover just one month. No, hell no. Nah, that's powerless. That's how the body will when you cut the head off. But when all us carry this same perspective, this same agenda, man, you can't fuck with it. You can't fuck with us, nigga. You can't fuck
True.
with us.
True.
Real talk.
Let me get your opinion on this because I was doing some more research and I came across this record label Empire, right?
Yeah.
And Empire, for whatever, man, they Mo3, King Von, Pop Smoke, Young Dolph, and even Tupac had. They all, when they died, they all had that 5-star ring on them. I don't know if you're familiar with that. I was doing some research and I ran across it, but supposedly a lot of that's supposed to be something that Empire is putting out, and you know what I mean. And it was just allegedly they saying that these record labels are making more money off the rapper when they dead.
Yeah.
Allegedly, you know what I mean. Based on they putting insurance policies on these guys, and and then a
I mean,
lot
you
of
know, they
times
just
their own community is doing the ones doing the killing, and it just. But the record label where they may have made 2 million, they make 20 or 40 million, you know, because
yeah,
he's
that
no
that
longer
was
here.
should say. That was should say when
What's
you
up,
say
Paula?
Jimmy. He said Jimmy came to me and said, he said, boy, you done hit the jackpot. Chill, like what you mean? He said, dead rappers sell. Like they are, I mean, but that's just common sense though. See what I'm saying? That's just common sense. If I got a business and I got mail as a rapper, I'm put insurance on that shit. Especially if I know you from the streets. You know what I'm saying? It's coincidence, it's coincidental that you died. Like Pac said, they just want to they another distraction. Illuminati and oh, he got
Yeah,
5 star rings and man, all right, bro. Whatever y'all, all right, whatever you saying. You know what I'm
right,
saying? But no, man. You know what I'm saying? The whole you supposed to put insurance on. I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm
right,
saying? But
right.
it ain't no. And
Well,
you see how they do.
yeah, because that's how wealth in this country is transferred is through insurance.
Insurance. You know what I'm saying? Insurance. You know what I'm saying? I
You
got a
transfer
dude.
wealth down to the next generation with
Yeah,
insurance. If you got the right type of policies,
yeah. If
you
he
make
dead,
your family millionaires.
yeah, if he alive and he's selling, and we making 50 million off of him, you know what I'm saying? It's just mathematics. I mean, if you're alive making 50, you already know it's going to, because now people want to know who it was that died. We just spoke on distractions. If it's negative, they going to flood to it. They going to flood to it. Who died? Oh, man, everybody turning.
Yeah,
Who was
because
the
we
rapper?
just lost our brother Coolio just
Yeah,
yesterday.
rest
I
in
think it
peace.
was
Yeah,
yesterday. Rest in
rest in
peace to
peace.
Coolio.
Yeah,
Condolences
rest
to
in
his
peace.
family.
Yeah, rest in peace to Coolio. And watch his numbers shoot. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
And you ain't heard nothing from Coolio in dang 100 years. Watch his
yeah,
numbers shoot out the roof. It's
yeah,
just common sense. You know what I'm saying? Cause
yeah.
motherfuckers they gonna flood to anything like you say with that negative attachment to it. Niggas gonna flood to it. White people, everybody is the population is. Who died? Who died? Who died? Who died? Who died? Who died? That's all it's gonna be. You know, it ain't got nothing to do with no damn Lumen. Man, niggas don't believe in that shit, man. Who is it? Let me
What's
see him.
What's your thoughts on academics, man? Academics made. I think he went a little too far in the statement he made as far as calling Dusty. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Come on, boy. Bro, you so new. We don't even know who you. I mean, we know who you is, but we really don't know what you do. I mean, you got a nice following and all that stuff, and you made some headway through the podcasting and all that. But bro, you ain't really all that, man. Come on, academic, sit
Nah,
down
man.
somewhere.
Don't forget the police put plants out here, man. All them people be nerds, man. All them boys nerds. You can listen to how they talk. See what I'm saying? They nerds, man. They ain't number probably. I ain't saying he is a plant, but I know you're a nerd. See what I'm saying? So what you saying really don't hold no relevancy with street niggas. We can already listen to how you talk, your mannerisms, and know you ain't even from our cloth. See what I'm saying? They say from Jamaica. See what I'm saying? Like they say, he from he the only thing he American. Like he from another, you know what I'm saying? How you get all these followers? Somebody putting enough money behind you to get your numbers up to the point where you can become a fact. Vlad TV. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Vlad, all these dudes be nerds. Like you had Vlad starting to talk like a nigga now. You know what I'm saying? I first started hearing him, he was real like white in the voice. The more I hear him now, I'm like, oh, this nigga, you damn, did I hear the nigga say nigga? I thought I could have sworn I heard you say nigga now. Like, man, niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, he get more. I'm like, bro, these niggas be like, you know, to me, I'm saying, bro, cause they too nerdy. You know what I'm saying? That's where a lot of shit be getting fucked up in our community. The people that are more resourceful and knowledgeable, they take it, they take advantage of the ones that are less knowledgeable. That's why you see them get them in interviews and they, you know what I'm saying, juice them and clickbait the hell out of them. Because they taking
Yeah,
advantage, they
yeah,
clickbait the hell
yeah,
out of them. Because my
yeah.
little niggas don't know. They don't, you know, they plan on their intelligence. They plan on their top. See what I'm saying? You won't see no nigga like me on that motherfucker. See what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers with those type of motherfucking perspectives are the ones y'all supposed to be highlighting. Why y'all ain't highlighting the ones with the good perspectives? Why they ain't highlighting the ones with the positive music? They ain't
Right.
you don't see why they ain't. Because they motherfucking these record companies, they ain't number feds. You go sign up with them big old Interscope and all them. They ain't doing it for putting white boys on. They ain't number police. They telling, they the ones trailing you. That's how Yellow be all these more getting pulled over, coming out of these cuts and stuff. Like they dust off. How am I getting
Shout
pulled by the
out to the
police?
shy, man. The shy said, this is what the shy say. Vlad will talk about anything concerning Russia. He won't talk about anything concerning Russia, but he always talk about what's going on in the black culture. That's true.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm
And we
saying? They
know
select
he got that Russian name, Vladimir. He can't, he don't mention nothing about them people over there.
nothing, man. You get what I'm saying? Nothing about politics. See what I'm saying? Nothing about, you know what I'm saying? Like you say, that Suge Knight stuff messed me up. You don't see nobody highlighting that. Like, how you gonna have somebody locked up, bro, and won't give this man the opportunity to talk, to communicate with his lawyer? And he can't get no mail. Isn't it? Is you serious? That's supposed to be highlighted. You supposed to have a professional to being dude, the black bald head dude. I'm gonna have all the attorneys I can. I'm be in it like that's how you know they just in here for a
Being
distraction.
Crump.
Being crunk. You supposed to have these, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how you know they ain't here for distractions. Because y'all sitting up here talk about it. Soon as somebody die, y'all oh. And so in
Yeah,
2 days
I don't
later,
heard some people say that being Crump is an agent.
he might be. You know, don't forget you work with the bar. You a lawyer. You might
Right.
be. You know what I'm saying? Some of them be prosecutors, then they jump to defense attorneys, then they jump to the they ain't gonna judge. They jump around like then they jump into senators. They try, you know, they be in there for selfish reasons, man. Being Crump ain't out here, ain't nobody out here making sure the inmate. I do health and nutrition. They ain't making sure the inmates in there ain't eating soy. They ain't making sure the inmates in there ain't eating carrots, potatoes, beans. All that stuff is poison if you paying attention to health and nutrition. They ain't no supervision of the inmates. And you an attorney.
Tell us about that. Tell us about it. Give us a little more detail about it.
Well, you know, see, all food is grown off of three ingredients, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? In order to have actual life, you know what I'm saying? One of electrical charge, like the back of our brain. Like when you look at a damn, you know what I'm saying, the outline of a dang on template of a body, the electrical charge is always in the back of your body. So it's an electrical conduit. That's how you get the feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? The jerk, you know, me and Mel walk past each other and Mel be like, damn, well, you just shot the hell out of me. So I'm
Yeah.
saying if they're electrical, we electrical. So we gotta eat electrical foods. And the only way you're gonna have electrical food if it's grown from carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. It gotta have these three components to consist of godly foods. The foods they giving us, we did a research in the grocery stores. 95% of them is, like I say, is fake. None of it contains carbon, hydrogen, all right, those three ingredients. So when
Why
we
did why
put,
did carrot why did carrot and potato though?
because it doesn't contain those, it doesn't reproduce. It don't provide a seed that reproduces itself.
That's true.
All God creatures got seeds that reproduce.
Right.
All God creation has a seed to reproduce. The carrot
Oh, that's
doesn't.
interesting the way you
As-
put that.
Yeah, the asparagus doesn't. The potato doesn't. You know what I'm saying? The dang on cabbage doesn't. The beans does. None of these food. I'm talking about 90% that I told you. The Migos, the Mexicans, like one of the only race that still eat a natural food. They still eat beans and that bullshit, but they got cilantro and they got avocado. They got two that's still natural. That's what's right now in this pot right here. Look. Hold on. Oh, I can't even turn the camera around. But look, that's what's in that pot right there. That's those avocado seeds. I eat the avocado, then I boil the seeds and drink it as a tea. And then I eat the seed once I done boiled a while out the seed. See what I'm saying? Like, and who eat those? Migos. Migos, the only motherfucker that eat guava. It got like like the only race still in the world that eats a natural food at its table. That's my word. Only the Migos, my nigga. Everybody else eating poison. I'm talking about 100% poison. Migos just got 80% poison, 95% poison, because they got two naturals. They still eat it like bad like us,
Yeah,
chicken,
I eat
beef,
avocado. I eat avocado, pomegranate,
avocado.
and stuff like that.
We lead all diseases on. We lead every category of cancer, diabetes, high blood, pneumonia, tumors,
First thing I eat in the morning is an apple. First thing. The
and then
very
hopefully.
first thing.
And they didn't hybridize so many of those, and the oranges they didn't hybridize a lot of them. That we don't even know if those. That you see, they didn't cut all the apple trees down. We used to be able to go in our back porch and have an apple tree
Right.
right here, pecan tree, pear tree, plum tree. Peach tree. See what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? We used to have all these here, like in our backyard. You see out there where y'all at? Y'all used to have y'all what fruit time? They say that's why
Yeah.
they named it, because y'all had so many. Yeah, man, they chop all
They,
that
they had
down though.
apricots, pomegranates,
All that natural stuff,
loquats,
natural,
peaches, apples.
natural. Yeah, man. And then when I was out there in California, I'm in Watson. Guess where I'm at? Watsonville, California. That's where they growing all the
That's where you
hybrid
at right
fruit.
now?
Nah, that's where I was at when I was out there.
Okay.
When I first landed, I was in Watsonville. So I'm riding, I'm seeing like on the side of the highway, like miles of just them big old sprinkles. That's why y'all losing all that water out there. They using all that to spray, because you gotta tend to fake foods. You know, you don't gotta tend to no God food. You don't gotta tend to it. They gotta sit out there and tend. They got all the amigos out there tending to all these fake foods, strawberries, all that stuff fake. You sit and let it sit long enough, it'll mold. Natural foods dry out. It molds. You know what I'm saying? It molds,
Right.
man. And it's grown all in Watsonville, California.
Wow.
Watsonville. I was like, whoa, like this is where y'all, I'm like, damn, this is where it's from. I'm looking on the packages. I'm like, damn, I just love Watsonville. I'm like, damn, I forgot it was miles and miles and miles. We on the highway just driving. They just still just, I'm like, big old sprinklers, just consistent, like constantly pushing out water on these food, constantly, because you gotta tend to those foods. Some just like if we
The
was to go
shots say
crack.
Monsanto cornered the market and is taking away all the natural foods.
All the natural foods, man. That's why we would sleep when everybody used to speak on save the plant, save the earth. We would sleep on that, and that's what they were saying, because they coming in cutting down all the natural vegetation. Ain't no plum trees, no pecan trees, no. Nah, they cutting out all the natural vegetation, making you come to them to their stores, just like with the marijuana. People, I told Rick Ross that, because everybody got this big old thing investing in weed. Bro, we gotta
That
get back
ain't
to
no
the
real
weed.
weed.
It ain't real weed. We gotta get back to the Migo weed. We gotta go back to the Migo weed, man. The Jamaican weed. We gotta go back to that weed, man. With the seed, all the seeds in it. We gotta go back. We can't go to the weed. Then you got the chemical buggers in the room, and you gotta take certain light in. And no, we cannot. We gotta go back to the Migo weed, bro.
Yeah,
They
they
didn't
putting
got
all
that.
kind of nutrients in it and all kind of different stuff in it to make it, and then once they get it to the dispensary, you don't know what they doing that weed behind that door.
You remember when I was in Vegas? That man,
Uh-huh.
yeah, they got on the news where it's molding. It's molding. It's sitting so long, it molds. Like I just told you with the food.
Uh-huh.
If it's a natural, what to do? It's gonna mold.
Let's go
That's gonna
mold.
sit there and mold. It's the same with that weed. The Migo weed don't do that. No, not that Migo weed. Word up. Nah, we fuck with the Migo. We love the Migo weed. Bring it. Well, I want the mid grade, bro. Bring me
Right.
that. Bring me that
That's
weed.
right.
I want the Migo. I want the Migo weed, man. We can't
That's
mess with that
right.
white boy. Yeah, gringo weed. Nah, we can't do gringo weed. We can't do gringo weed. Nah, we can't do it, man. It's
That's
poison. It's
it.
my
That's
word.
it,
It's
nephew.
poison.
That's it.
That's my word. Look at Snoop Dogg. Look how sick Snoop Dogg. Man, look, you finna have an influx of cancers. Watch this. You finna have a lot of people coming up with influx of cancer. Look at Snoop Dogg, bro.
He
Like
bent over, man.
I'm looking at Snoop face and I'm like, bro, like
Man,
you,
he really look like a dog or like a dome picture or something.
man, I'm just looking at, and you ain't even 50 years old yet, bro. Like you ain't fit. You looking older than the uncle that used to be dancing beside you now. He looking older than the uncle that used to be dancing with him. Nah,
Right.
man, I'm like, yeah, it's that poison though. That one, it dries you up. It deprives you of oxygen. It deprives you of oxygen, so you just start drying up. That's what I'm saying. You drying up. You know what I'm saying? Water is the most.
I get that water, put some lemon in it, room temperature, about a teaspoon or two of apple cider vinegar with mother in it. I eat that apple, then I drink that water. Or
Man,
I drink
lemon
that
bad.
water first.
Lemon bad. It's the lime. You gotta have the key lime.
The
Lemon
lime,
hybrid. Key lime. Not just
okay,
any lime. It gotta be the key lime, the baby lime. It's the key
okay,
lime. The yellow lemon is a hybrid of that.
okay, got you.
It's a hybrid of that. That's why the lime and lemon look so similar. The shape and all that. That's why, but it's just a different color. You gotta have that key lime. That's a natural lime. You know what I'm saying? You got a
Okay,
natural tomato. You got all it's natural food of everything that they got, like collards. Collards ain't nothing but collards is hybrid. You know, my grandma's been making that for years. But I was like, damn, I forgot. My grandma did used to make poke salad. My grandma used to go out there and get the poke salad. See what I'm saying? Collard, and it looked just like collards. Look just like collards. That poke salad. Like it's a but I had to research this, man. I had to go in because I told you, you know what I'm saying? Like we lead in all categories, see what I'm saying? And then we Black Panther. See what I'm saying? So when they stopped doing medical, we started getting into medical. When they started giving us transportation, we got into transportation. Like we facilitate for our people. You know what I'm saying? We don't sit back and, yo, man, y'all help. No, ain't no y'all. Y'all the ones the reason. Man, get the hell away from over here. That's how we come. Bye.
that's
Get the
right.
fuck
That's
away from over
right.
here. Bye. Bye. Just stay your ass over there. You done enough. Thank you. Love you.
Yeah,
Stay your
thank
ass
you.
over there. Yeah, thank you. Stay your ass over there though. We love you. we gonna provide for our own. You know what I'm saying? Much love to the real white boys though. The ones that like came down and got killed for fighting for blacks too though. You got some real ones out here.
Yeah,
See what
yeah,
I'm
definitely.
saying?
You got
Got
good
some
and
real
bad
ones.
and everything.
Got some real ones, man. So much love to them too though. You know what I'm saying? That died
So
in the struggle.
when you performing at? I mean, when you gonna come out and do another show, or where can people follow you at, man?
Man, my Instagram just got hacked, man. I was almost a dang on 12,000, but so now I'm just still on Facebook, and I just got I'm finna build up my YouTube now. You know what I'm saying? I'm just go over here to YouTube, and I got Facebook, Nathan Snipes, my real name, y'all. Government, just like if you hit the feds, man. Yeah, give you up, man. Hey, we ain't hiding nothing. We ain't hiding nothing over here. Nathan
Man, y'all reach out to
Artillery
nephew,
Snipes.
man. Y'all reach out to nephew. You got great information, man.
Nathan
Man, I
Snipes,
appreciate
man.
it, nephew. We got to do it. I got to bring you on in a better time too, man, where everybody is up and they can catch you. You know what I mean? Because you gave out some good jewels, dropped some diamonds up in there, man. And I want
For
everybody to
sure.
be able to be blessed with it. You know, because we didn't get enough amount of people in here tonight. You know what I mean? And I know it's late. People tired and it's Friday. They probably out partying, drinking. You know, but we're
Yeah,
gonna get you on at a better time, and we're gonna drop these jewels again, man, because it's important, man. Everything you said was like vital, very
yeah,
vital,
for
you know,
sure.
with
I appreciate it.
importance.
I
Man, and
appreciate it, man.
everybody that's in the chat, please share this video, man, with everybody so they can hear the brother speak. And he got a lot to say and much more. I've been talking to him for years now. So
Yeah,
Man,
Yeah, yeah.
don't take it lightly, man. Everything he was saying was truth.
Hey, brother,
You know,
hey, you know what I'm saying? You can only give it out, man. I hope they pick it up. See what I'm saying? And then
that is there,
hopefully
man.
hopefully another platform see it. Cause I'm on Melvin Farmer's next. Melvin Farmer got me coming on his platform. So like,
Okay, good
hopefully it's
enough.
all about getting it on the platforms, man. You know, y'all got these
Uh-huh.
platforms and y'all got all these eyes. It's all about who I want on these zones. See what I'm saying? Like, am I gonna promote a distraction, or even if I'm gonna promote a distraction, I at least gotta balance it with, you know what
Right,
I'm saying, that real. I gotta balance it with the real though.
right.
See what I'm
So
saying? I just can't have.
let me know when you're coming back to California so we can link up.
You already know, man. Love you and thanks for having me, man. Much
Oh
love to the
man,
West
for
Coast,
sure,
man.
man. Continue
In
to
the
do
dirty
what you
south.
do. Salute to the Black Panther Party.
You
Salute
already
to
know.
the Nathan Snipes,
You already
Artillery
know, man.
Snipes. My bad, but
Yeah.
the Nathan Artillery Snipes.
Out the gate. Out the gate.
Salute
Love
to
you,
you,
man.
bro. Continue to do the work, man.
Yes, sir. You already
True
know.
to the game, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right.
Shout out to the Mailroom Nation. Shout out to the Mailroom Goons, man. We are in here, man. That brother dropped some jewels tonight, and I'm gonna bring him back because I think everything he said was spot on. I love the knowledge. I love the how well he was spoken, well spoken he was. So we're gonna end up, man. Of course, y'all see, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. But anyway, I'm gonna get up in the morning and take care of the business. Shout out to Michelle. Shout out to Marlena Brown. Shout out to Brandon. Shout out to everybody that joined us tonight, man. I saw. Let's who else I saw in there. I didn't see Mike. I saw Montgomery up in there. Madrina Montgomery's the shy, of course. What up, bro? Joe Green, what's good? Righteousness. Paula Owens, shout out to Paula Owens, man. Everybody, man. I am Professor Melly Mel, the Hood Postman. You the vibe. Click the notification bell, like, subscribe, and share. Make sure you share this video. Get this video out. Share, share, share. Once again, you know the vibe. I am Professor Melly Mel. Marlena Williams. Lock the door because we are gone. I am tired. I'm going to sleep. I'm out.